probably see this happening soon. But reports are James Harden's going to opt into his $47.5 million deal. We talked about this on the show about a month and a half ago because that was where all the signs pointed to. With that, the new information was that he'll probably sign a shorter contract, about a 2-year contract extension with the Sixers. So my question to you guys, what are you guys' thoughts on the move by James to opt in and probably sign a 2-year contract extension? What are your thoughts on that? What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, my concern when we spoke about the contract has always been about whether they can come to an agreement on the years. Because I look at, everyone seems to look at what James did and how it compares to the old James. And you look at his numbers now, like his numbers, based on his numbers and who he is, the money, he can argue with that fits. So it's just the year commitment. And I would still like to see what that is. And if it's any options, who has the options? And how much is fully guaranteed, I would like to see it all. But I still think the years, you obviously can't go past Joel's contract. So that's what I thought was most important.
So you'd be happy with it if he opted in and then 2-year extension?
I would if I'm James, obviously I would like to get that, but I would say opt in a year and then maybe either a partial or team option, which I know James isn't going to do. But that's what I would like to see. I just don't see him doing that. I don't see him and his agent doing that. I think that'll be a disservice for his agent if that's what the deal he got. I Bleav that he would just go to free agency before that happens. So I do Bleav that he'll at least get those 2 years.
Yeah.
Teja, thoughts?
I can't say exact thoughts on everything to look at all the numbers. We do see them all, like Eric was saying. We'll see the numbers are. I think it's encouraging though, because when we made that trade, initially everyone loved it because we finally got ding dong, the witch is dead. Ben Simmons was gone, but the biggest doubt was for Sixers was oh man, so now he's going to get 5 years, $100 billion, and his skills will fall apart. How's James going to age? All that stuff. So that's no longer the case here, right? So if he opted in with the rumors, if they're true, the 1-year opt-in and a 2-year extension, we were looking at 3 more years, which is great because we could retool maybe one more time before Joel really starts to decline. And it also gives Harden the incentive to chase one more Chris Paul-like contract. So whereas if you're giving him 6 years, he's like he can – hopefully he doesn't, but he couldn't mail it in and be like, well, I got this money for 6 years. What the hell do I need to do to get better? I am who I am type thing, right? As we've heard before from Benny Boy. But it seems like he wants to win. So we'll have to wait to see about cap flexibilities once the numbers come in. But the recent articles do indicate that he'll opt in. And if we can dump salary and have the full MLE and BAE, it'd be great. But I like that he's choosing to go, if he does, the rumors are true, choosing to go shorter because it means, he's going to be chasing another one after that. And he feels like he can get better and still demand another contract after this. I like that confidence from him, thinking that. Be like, okay, just like Chris Paul got his contract, I think at like 34, the next like 3 or 4 year deal. I think he feels like, I can do that too. I'll be that good. So, hey, kudos to him if he's going to do that. And I think it's great for us too.
Yeah, in one of the initial articles I read on that said that it was actually the team was hesitant and wanted to give him a longer term deal.
Yeah,
it seemed like it was the kind of the team thing, and a lot of Sixers fans were saying, "Oh, Daryl and all Harden's best friends are going to give him a 5-year deal and lock him up forever. We're going to be hamstrung."
Yeah. I guess. And he said he wants to win. He said he wants to do anything possible to help this team maximize their chances of winning. Is what he said. So, 2-3-year deal thing falls in line. Let's see what the numbers are and go from there. Yeah, but it sounds good so far.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's usually a thing that the players say, I want to do everything I want to do to win. And then
it's different ways to work it. I mean, you can make it incentive based on, how well the team does, how well he does. I mean, you can have that's why I say you got to wait for the numbers because a lot of the salary can be dependent on how well he plays and how well the team plays. So how far we go. I mean,
that's how Horford was structured.
Yeah. So you can you can have it like that. You can have a lot of incentive base where you have a base salary, then he can get up to whatever his max is if these things happen.
How about if you average 25 and 11?
I'm just saying, like,
I'm just kidding.
You just put numbers on it and the team success. And how about getting past the semifinals?
Yeah.
That could be.
I don't think anyone would care.
Getting to the finals, winning the championship. Like, if that happens, then I think everyone would be happy. But I think that I see more of the deal being somewhat like that.
Man, if Harden helps us get to the finals, you could do a GoFundMe in Philly to pay for that incentive bonus. Okay, they will be more than fine for that.
Eastern Conference Finals. I think even if it gets the Eastern Conference Finals, I think people would be psyched about that.
I think Horford's was finals.
I think the Eastern Conference Finals now, the expectation for most fans, I gotta Bleav that we should be there. We should have been there.
Yeah, you can't ask for a GoFundMe for Eastern Conference Finals, though. I think the GoFundMe would kick in on the finals.
I mean, but the last time we were in the Eastern Conference Finals, Eric was in that matchup. So I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Like Eric was the last guy to taste that in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's why Teja and his people are so hard on Ben Simmons.
Hey man, Ben Simmons himself was hard on Ben Simmons. Okay, so I'm just helping contribute to it. And to be fair, I actually was I was a very patient Ben Simmons follower. I don't think we've ever really covered that because we started this after the whole Ben Simmons stuff happened. I was a very patient Ben Simmons guy. I just wanted slow progression every year. All I wanted. It's what I want for Thibault now.
You should have heard this guy. This guy always make excuses. Some of our friends who aren't Sixers fans would always laugh at him calling Ben Simmons fan support number one.
That's right. It's true. It's true. And after Atlanta, what did I say, Marcus? I said right away, something's going on up here. It's way more than basketball. And then it took a few months for him to use that excuse himself, but you could tell. And I tried to support him, but when you
calling it an excuse,
what? What did I say? Well, I mean,
hey.
We could do a whole bonus show on Ben Simmons.
We can move on. I just heard that word. We can move on. That's a sensitive topic.
Yeah, it is. It's very sensitive. We can do a whole Ben Simmons show to catch up on all that stuff. I'd love to. I'd love to do a whole Ben Simmons show.
I don't think the Sixers fans want to hear his name anymore. So,
yeah, probably not.